Hi guys! Time to translate. See where this energy is at. I'm gonna use the Traveler deck and I'm gonna use our tarot. Hope everybody's day is going good. It's our Occidente holiday. Holiday. I just want to see what's going on the other side really quick before I get started. I'm already started. Want to see what's going on the other side. Do we have any blind spots? What is it that the other side wants us to know? From our seekers, this is like praying aspect. You're waiting for the enter, and here you go. I did just dive right into this go time. Apparently, energy moving very quickly. Seemed like they already knew that aspect. Seemed like they were gonna stop. Standing out. That came out nicely. Ay, ay, ay. Overall energy, foundation and offering is coming to you. It's an overflowing cup. There's a lot of abundance right there. The overall energy. First card that came out is standing out and something you're manifesting. Things are coming together, which is the last card. Whatever you're working on is coming together. But you got to change your perspective. Hangman came out. Oh, it's about the foundation. Your purpose pretty much is being offered to you, which is your foundation because it's overflowing. It's being given to you. But you gotta change your perspective on it. This is definitely logic. This is one where you can't use logic. I mean, yeah, you can't use logic for it. You gotta use your intuition. And that's your strength. That's where your cup is overflowing. This seemed like definitely a confirmation to a translation I just did recently. Pull some more cards really quick. Because you're standing out, whatever you're manifesting, and it's coming together, but you got to change your perspective about the structure of it, how it's supposed to be getting built. You have to change your perspective on it, which is making you have to go within yourself, which seems like a lot of self-work, honestly, you're going to have to do, which sometimes may never be funnest, but it's for you. It makes you stand out because you're going within yourself to find your guidance for you. Justice at the bottom. Ooh, that's nice. That's 2 aces. Your foundation and the justice, because you're actually following your purpose, your guidance that the eternal realm is guiding you to, not a physical realm. It's kind of hard to say a little bit. It's like, well, you telling me this and you in the physical body. We happen to be angels, okay? You know, but we have a shadow side, which is the eternal side. When you listen to that shadow side, which is already within you, you get better guidance. But it has to come through sometime physical bodies like this, physical forms like this. But there's other signs too. Colors, numbers, weather. It depends on where your level of awareness at for your shadow to understand. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I feel like it does. But this is like, this definitely reminds me of a family tree, because it's repeating. Because you have to use your eternal side, like your ancestors, something that they already experienced that's coming back, and they're guiding you because you're pretty much at the same part of the maze that they were in. That's what that's coming off as. This is your strength. This is a family tree. That's why your cup overflowing too. And it got you standing up. This is ancestors guiding you. Thank you, guys. Seemed like that was a lot to get out, but I got it. Got it. You'll need to pull a few more cards out. I have the Lovers. It's in the dark. The spouse is in the dark. Then it's going to change your perspective on what's being offered to you. This is a lot of aspects. This could be... People have lists as into... Or expectations, but I'm going to say a list. I'm just going to say there's a list aspect as to what they expect and want their spouse to be like. And that might not be on your list, but it is your list. Little do you know. Because you have to change your perspective on it. That's what that definitely is. I want more for the Lovers. I want more for the Lovers. There's more that gotta be get out from that energy. It's going with the Cup. Well, of course, it's going with the Cup. It's your foundation, but there's more that needs to be served. The Devil card came out. Not surprising. It's in the dark. This is that shadow aspect, communicating with each other. That's awesome. You got both of the cards. This is definitely meant to be. You can't escape your foundation, or at least you should, or it's going to have to repeat again. I don't feel like I'm maybe saying that in justice for the words. It's your purpose. That's all I can say. It's like a contract that you signed before you even came back. For this purpose. You're bound to somebody. You're stuck to them for a purpose that seemed like started in the ancestor aspect, but you're back in that part of the maze. And it's dealing with your foundation. Some people say, what is a foundation? Is that makeup I put on my face? Maybe, but the way I'm describing it is the structure for your family tree. It's a foundation. I think of it the base of your growth, your success, your purpose for being here, you know. It's a family tree. And you're bound to that person. And you may not be expecting to be bound to that person because maybe, you know, we come back in different forms, okay? So you may be expecting your partner to look like something, have something, but it's not what you expect, but it is. That's the thing. That's the tricky part right there, for sure, because it really is. It's one of those don't judge a book by its cover. When you read in there, you go, oh my God. It's one of those aspects. Because you have to change your perspective on it. Couple more. Let me grab at the middle for the middle. What's in the middle for us? Yeah. Came out doubled again. Working on something with some other people, which got you standing out. It's this shadow work that I keep speaking of. Shadows can go through people. People don't understand that. How can I explain that? Because you're working with other people and you're standing out. It's because your shadow, I felt that energy today, actually. That's the funny part a little bit. I was laying on the couch, aka my coffin, because I spend a lot of time on the couch and the shape of it reminded me of a coffin, honestly. And I put some beats on. I was laying like flat, like you would think a person is in the coffin or whatever. And I put some beats on, and I put a beat slash instrumental called Gravity. And I just started relaxing, and I really felt like I was projecting out of my body. I know I do it, but the awareness level was I really felt it and seen my freaking, I can't even say body. It wasn't a body. It was energy. It was just like my shadow literally just got up, and it was just shoot out. And intriguingly, while I was watching, I was just like, where are you going? Are you going to be coming back? You know? So it just was so intriguing, because that's that same type of an energy. It's the shadows doing the work. Your shadow is making you stand out. And that's so funny that this energy actually came out. And then the Hierophant came out, which is another going within yourself. You got the High Priestess, and you got the Hierophant. That's a lot of having to go within yourself to get to your lover. It's that ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough. I would get to you. Shadows can go any freaking where. Page of Cups. Haha, that's a pertinency. Hello! Pregnancy. You're gonna eventually get pregnant, or you are pregnant. That's part of your cup overflowing. That's the structure of your foundation. That's so awesome. And that's connected to the shadow work too. It's the shadow work, then your foundation, and then justice. King of Pentacles, yeah, you're definitely manifesting right now for sure. The Tower, something ending. Manifest, and then something's gonna end. What is this ending? In the dark. You're not gonna be in the dark too much longer. It's the numbers on it. 16. I separate the numbers. It's the 6. It's in the dark. Being in the dark, you're not gonna be in the dark too much longer. Because things gonna come together. Whether it's the here realm or after realm. Gotta be the here realm. The Knight of Swords. You see up his head that tears you. That's funny. Am I whispering? It's part of me. Your shadow is headed towards you, actually. It's at the bottom of the deck. Let's move over to tarot. Here realm. It's all the here realm. The shadow realm is making the present stand out, because you have to go within yourself to receive the guidance. That's why you can't use logic. What somebody said things are supposed to be like, or you will miss it. Stop, wait, and go. Stop, wait, and go. It's gonna be a stop to something, then you go. Is God the police? Ha 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 ha. What do you think? Do you think I'm the police? Because I can tell you what's happening in the dark? Or does that make me a superhero? I'm being a little funnily sarcastic, but I'm going to leave it at that. Because a lot of people think that this comes off like a police aspect because it's in the dark. It's like, how you know that? You know, and it's like, there's always light, yo. You don't do nothing that you will be afraid if the light get cut on. Put on the brakes. Turn on the radio. Stop, wait, go. Is God a police officer? Put on the brakes. Turn on the radio. It's a message that you need to hear, and it's probably going to come through music. Snuggle up to Jesus at the bottom of the deck. But I feel like that's the overall energy, guys, which is changing your perspective. Things are coming together for you. Use your intuition. You feel a certain way, it's accurate. I'm not even gonna say it's probably, it's accurate. You had it come out double. You had the Hierophant and you had the High Priestess. Your self-conscious, your crown chakra is allowing you to receive. It's going straight to the membrane, you know. You just have to be open to receive it. It's your shadow. That's where you're able to receive. It's because of the shadow that's already with you, but it do disappear at times. I have to look over see if mine is there. I don't see my shadow at the moment. But your shadow connects to your crown. It's an air aspect, which allows you to receive. So if you're open to it, you will receive. If you're rejecting it, second guessing yourself, you're gonna miss it. But my 4th grade teacher told me, which is a true statement to this day, follow your first instinct. You're always right when you listen to your first instinct. When you don't, when you get the second guessing, you be wrong. And that seems to always be a true statement for my personal self. As into, I'm always right until I get the second guessing. Because that's the freedom part, you know, the free will. You don't have to listen, but here you go. You know, one of those aspects. So remember, be kind. You are a reflection.